Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Go. This guy always makes his way back into TI. Disappear throughout the year. Not that he has disappeared throughout the year, but you're one of the iconic TI heroes. It's likely Jarek's playing him. G thinking it is the absolutely perfect pick for this game.
10 seconds.
So they need a mid hero.
5
It looks
seconds
like
remaining.
Definitely plugging a mid. They know
Yep.
the matchup.
Are you looking for a lane counter or just want something that fits your draft? If you're
Puck could be a good
Ember
pickup
Spirit.
or
Choose your
this.
hero.
Yeah, something
Yep.
elusive because they don't have a lot of lockdown. There's an Earth Shaker, yes, but he needs to commit hard to act.
Okay. So we'll see Sumail playing Ember Spirit, one of the more prominently tiers of this tournament. The flexibility between Ember being a mid laner as well as a safe laner, part of that, but also just a all-around strong hero that comes online nice and early with this max sleight of fist that you can just spam. The constant damage adds up throughout a team fight. For a G, Shaker Magnus is not really the scariest of dual lanes. If anything, you're just maybe looking at Shaker like what, pulling waves or messing with the creep equilibrium using Fissure. Doesn't really feel like that dual lane that's going to be able
Yeah,
to...
there's not going to be too much kill potential on that lane, unless they get a good block and
5
then maybe
seconds
skewer
remaining.
under the tower. But as you mentioned, they'll probably try to drag the creeps under their tower, just farm up and focus on the top lane. There's a lot of kill potential since you can use the Ink Swell on Magic Immune units now, so
Yep.
spin plus Swell, pretty deadly.
That's probably would be a big part why they wanted it, because it is going to be a 5 position on 4 that we saw last game. But you got to imagine this game, Arteezy sees this lane, he's probably thinking, I'm free farm. You're playing Sven into a Shaker Magnus lane, there is nothing they can do to contest your farm. It's probably looking a happy farmer this game, and you can have Fly, you know, this is one of those 5 positions that loves to sack the jungle camps as well, so should be a good game. I feel like EG to me have a better, more well-rounded draft. And that's more in their comfort zone. It's not just about, you know, how their draft match up against their opponents, but this feels much more like an EG style of draft.
I have a theory, like if a Baron can get Aghanim Scepter here, you shoot coils in the...
Okay.
So you just need to be around the RP, and then I don't think anyone's gonna die if it comes to that one point where you can get the axe. There's always a better item choice, especially for the start, but
OG teams looking to
Prepare for battle.
find themselves in the winner bracket. That's always the key thing with TI groups, you know. Winning the group is nice. If you're one of those teams that can pick your opponent and you win that first round of the winner bracket, that's something you find yourself in the top 6, but starting lower bracket in best of ones is like the worst case scenario for any team. But actually, worst case scenario. We don't talk about that, but I mean, these are 2 teams you wouldn't expect to see eliminate from the groups.
definitely not. But EG right now is in a really tough spot. They won 1 out of 5 games.
Yeah. So they need some wins. Plenty of Dota left to be played. You play, what, 16 games total, right? You play against 8 other opponents, 2 games? Yeah, you play 16 games total. So they've still got 11 games left. 4-day groups. It's a marathon. This isn't a sprint. You can have a bad day 1, and you're still fine. What? Tower shot casually. Has a crown starting item. Thompson going all in on the early game stats, looking to rush that Veil, of course.
That's an interesting build.
Normally, yeah, null talisman, of course, yeah. But he's just going to get a faster Veil, slightly less damage, but you can use Nether Blast for the last hits. What's Seb going to do? Is he going to level up the Skewer to secure this rune, or...?
And we're clear for running.
Seb, can he get it? The stun is there, and he's going to lose that bounty rune. While
It's going to be 2 for 2.
No, it was 3 for 1. S4 stole one. Ran in, it looks like, and grabbed the enemy ones.
Wow, I don't think EG knows how to count to 3, but they got 3 runes.
EG, they know exactly. 3 is their number. It's Valve, we don't have to
Yep.
3.
Dark Willow. Also starts with Sage Mask.
Bassy. So it won't be the Abaddon who gets the Batsy, but be on the Dark Willow. So as we come to expect, a lot of these off-lane dual lanes with Bassy Ring, Willow with the Abaddon, they've got the Aphotic Shield early. One way play against this lane perhaps is they're just going to have such great defensive capabilities with the Aphotic Shield, and you've got the Shadow Realm on the Dark Willow. Willow who does manages to block that pull camp. No-Tail coming in with the Stroke of Fate, trading hits here, looking to push Crit out of this lane, and he's got a vision support here. They could find themselves with an early first blood if they get a couple more right clicks and a Stroke of Fate. One more right click with a Stroke of Fate. He may not even need it. He does need it because there's an Aphotic Shield, and that's going to save Crit's life, as Ana also helps to zone out forward some extra right clicks, so they don't get the kill. S4 came in just in time.
And Juggernaut has Crit level 1 instead of a spin. Okay. Because he's just trading hits against the melee hero.
This is something, yeah, we see sometimes in these melee versus melee matchups where the Crit as single target damage is better than the spin. Level 1, you don't necessarily go for the kill. You don't even have any points in the Inkswell yet, so Ana just wants that 20% crit chance. Brambles coming out, just try and mess with some of the last hits and cure this lane a bit, but here comes Jerax with these crits. If he gets the block in, he blocks his forward, doesn't hit him with the stun, but he's completely surrounded. Now he levels up the spin. They are looking for this kill, but Jerax saying very low. The Stroke of Fate is there, and Ana should be able to get the first blood. Gets the kill just before No-Tail goes down. That's a shared bounty.
Nice little sidestep from Abaddon to not get stunned at least, but with that block, there's nothing you can do about it. Ember Spirit picked up a Haste Rune on the mid lane.
Scariest of things, perhaps, but we'll see a full-on tri-lane from OG. Thompson, is he going to get killed here by Sumail? The decrypt is there. The Nether Blast, one or two more right clicks. Thompson has a tango. He tried to go for the tree block. Oh, that would have been so good if it worked.
Ember Spirit had a Quelling Blade, so I don't think that would have mattered. And now Ember Spirit has enough money to buy a bottle after this creep.
Doesn't have to go for that suicide to tower play that you often see when these mid solo kills happen. Thompson tries to find the D ward mid, but guesses wrong, and the Dire Ward is on the other side as bottom lane. They get another kill on S4. This tri-lane finding a lot of action early on. Dire Vision, 2 Dire Wards around this mid lane. Really want to make sure Sumail doesn't get pressured in too bad of a time early on.
Yeah, and Sumail flies out the courier to the side shop, to the secret shop to actually get a bottle faster. Meanwhile, in the top lane, it's Seb who's alone. A lot of kill potential from Bane and Sven. He can't really TP out.
He's having a good start until that death, though. He's got 9 CS. He's level 3.5, so despite the death there, it has been an okay lane considering it's a 1v2. Crep. Extra fissure damage as Thompson doesn't go for the Nether Blast. I think knowing that the Sleight of Fist can be used to dodge that Nether Blast. We're seeing it again here as bottom lane Ana actually goes down. Crit Dark Willow.
Top lane, it's Seb who's
they
alone.
need to control the
a lot of kill potential.
Go to the mids.
Okay, actually, Thompson bought a Helm instead of a bottle.
Really rushing Veil. He's going to have it before he even hits level 6. So he's looking to set some records on fastest Veil timing, it seems. Mid? Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Throws out the decrep to push female back, but fly up to. This is probably jungle stat. You know, you've got a Sven on your team. Sven doesn't really need too much help to free farm this lane anymore. If you want to bully Seb out of the lane, you definitely can't see Sven do that alone, but the priority may be much more on just giving our TZ bomb, and yeah, Fly's just like, alright.
I think Fly's just gonna stack some camps, go for the bounties. Seems like it's gonna be, again, 3 for each.
Bounty.
2, 3, yep. Fly got some stacks along the way. There was a Shaker Illusion rune you could have done some stacks with, but it looks like he was prioritized more on those bounty runes at the time. Hero back to the high ground. Save gets back to safety. Things settling down here in the lane stage, but EG 2k gold lead already. This laning stage has been very favorable for them with the kills they're getting. the farm. They're securing Sven. Arteezy absolutely free farming, but they've got to be careful. Here comes Ana again in this bottom lane. He's got the Inkswell stun, and 1 or 2 more rank clicks might be enough, but the stun immediately dispelled off by the Aphotic Shield, but the Blade Fury allowing him to chase through the Shadow Realm, and the damage from the magic is enough. Ana gets the healing ward in the trees here, so he's healing up, but he's completely trapped and surrounded. He's trying to turn and fight. The healing ward, not enough there, just level 1. And now No-Tail, he needs to be careful himself.
No-Tail's dead. Yep. If Earthshaker doesn't have a Fissure, he does.
Got a totem followed up by a Fissure. They are looking to turn this one. No-Tail with the Inkswell stun. They've got 1 kill. He's getting a second. This healing ward is causing all kinds of problems. The Stroke of Fate as well. No-Tail with the double kill.
Abaddon has a Aphotic Shield ready.
Oh, he just completely underestimated the damage as well as the Inkswell. The stats
actually huge. No-Tail got 2 kills. Now he's sitting at 1,000 gold 6 minutes in.
So much for being a 5 position. He's going to immediately turn that gold just into wards and boots, but still. That healing ward was so underrated as well. I don't even know if they realized the healing ward was there because they killed Ana despite it doing some healing. But it came into play later on for those supports who managed to get the better of the EG aggression. 7 Ember Pugna. Well, 7 himself.
I mean, someone should post this on Reddit. Check the hero. Whose hero is this? If you just cut off the Pugna, yeah, Branch and the Whale, TI edition.
Guess the MMR. You would not expect, yeah, I mean, this is just a new style of play and build coming out from Topson.
Well, Topson was always a guy who was inventing things in Dota.
Yes. He plays Dota his way, and that's something I think OG have always really liked with players they picked up. When they picked up Ana was something, they said it's like, this guy just plays Dota his way. He's not just looking to follow the meta, he's looking to kind of create the way heroes are played. And Topson, he took that to the next level. His Invoker, the Meteor Hammer Invoker, probably the one that he's most well known for, kind of inventing. Here he is with a Naked Veil plus single branch. He's now turned that into some brown boots.
Now they should know something is up. Bane.
You'd expect a ward somewhere. The question is, will you find it on this hill?
They have a sentry on the hill, so they know it's not there.
Radiant's bottom tower
down bottom, it looks like this is a lane that OG have kind of had to vacate a little bit.
Dire's middle
really spent
is under pressure.
Much time contesting it, and it's just going to be falling back to the jungle, I imagine. Mid lane, Topson, he's been going on here. He's got the life drain. He's trying to get the Willow, but Willow gets out of range for it, so he will end up going down to the Sleight of Fist. Nice attempt by Topson to turn it around. Going for the life drain on a hero that was at such a long range meant that he could easily broken.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
At bottom, if Ember Spirit gets that, Bane is just guarding it. He can easily gank the side lane.
Uh-oh, No-Tail. This is not a lane you want to really be in at this point if you're OG, but that's why they send their 5 position down there.
Yeah, that's going to be a free tier 1 tower on the bottom lane.
His job is just to try and defend this and keep it alive as long as possible using Stroke of Fate, but EG understanding that, punished him and followed up by claiming a tier 1 tower. Arteezy with the last hit. That's almost his Midas complete. 9-minute Midas phase boot wand. Really good timing on his items. His top lane just found another kill.
RP used, I mean, it's 9-minute mark. You're gonna use it to get a single kill. Same goes for Enigma and the Black Hole. Whenever it's ready, if you can get something happen, you should do it.
No-Tail's here, the scan connected, so Arteezy is looking to come in from behind it. They're just going to go diving for this kill. Sleight of Fist to start doing some damage. The Bishop will catch them out a little bit here. 1-4. Arteezy's got the stun, and this should be a dead No-Tail. Goes for one last Stroke of Fate, but won't get a chance to throw it out before he dies. Ran it. Ace for an Ember.
But he's out of mana.
Oh, he jukes it. Sumail with the read. Sees the 2 pump fakes and jukes the actual totem, but how was that dropping fast? Pops in. It's up to him to come in and respond to this one. There is a Fissure. S4 has got the level 6. He can level up the borrowed time, and he's going to choose to do so. But he's been stunned up, and I think he may just die here if he's not careful. He does have the stun from Arteezy to help him out. Topson is still looking to chase. Nether Blast is there, but there's no life drain, so
a raindrop. Yep. And the Bracer will keep him alive. So has a flask in the backpack, will heal himself fully. Bounty runes spawning.
All bounty rune? That was 4
bounties for each.
Okay, and yeah, Ana was not able to get either of those top ones. It was crit both. Unlike last game, this time around it's EG with a much better laning stage. And it's not necessarily entirely off of aggression, although we have seen Arteezy move around the map from top down to bottom to push to mid. But it's very much around also balancing out the aggression with farming. Arteezy with the Midas, the stacks as well in the jungle. They are playing nice and efficient Dota as well. Thompson, he's really deep here.
He's really dead.
Yeah.
Out of the position, trying to make too much happen. EG, 4,000 net worth lead, 11 minutes in. But they have two supports who can't really shove out the waves. These are like two worst heroes.
Nana, he's in. The Blade Fury on to get himself out of a precarious position. And you know, OG's lineup, you're looking at Empowered Jug, you're looking at defending with RP. This is the kind of draft that will play from behind, and all it takes is one team fight to turn this game.
Exactly, but there's this uncontested Sven who has Hand of Midas, level 9. It's going to be a really different game from what Arteezy had in game number 1.
This is not going to be the Arteezy struggle that we had. Game 1, it was like he knew he had to fight as a gyrocopter, and the fights they were taking weren't working out for them. So he wasn't farming, he wasn't getting kills, but this time around, he's getting kills and he's farming creeps. He's 3-0-2, while having stacks to farm and taking over the jungle as well. Mel also 3-0-2 on his Ember Spirit. The G core duo having a fantastic start here.
You can see what kind of game OG is playing right now. Okay. I mean, they don't have a single observer ward over the river.
They've gone in on No-Tail here with the grip hit. No-Tail's staying alive here. The RP comes just to cancel that grip, although it was about to wear off. Sumel's going to be a little bit careful. Gets caught by the X-Fall stun. Is he going to go for this kill? Has a Sleight of Fist. Cancels the salve. Sumel isn't going to commit for the kill. Dire lose that courier mid. I believe tower shots just finished him off. And Sumel has remnants here. What's he up to? Plenty of mana just to remnant away, and I don't think they're going to be able to get this kill. Sleight of Fist, remnant away. A courier kill. No hero kills.
So Arteezy, it's a full Echo Saber. I think he's actually missing Ogre Axe.
But he's going to have to...
Or it could be a full Echo Saber.
Faces a stiff win.
Because he might just queue up Ogre Axe for a BKB.
Skewered back towards this T1 mid tower. They should be able to maybe bring him down when this borrowed time ends, but I don't think they want to hard commit for this one. They are throwing nukes here. They still want this S4 kill. I just got him with the Blade Fury, but they haven't got the kill, and they're going to be forced to back off. Omni Slash still available, but if you commit that Omni Slash aggressively, you're probably dying, and unsure if you even get the kill.
Probability of winning to be above 99%.
Tails confident. I don't know if friend Dota Plus agrees. It says 39%. Dota Plus thinking things are a bit more EG favored.
They need only 60% more, huh?
Yeah. No-Tail's like, I did the math.
OG does not want to take a fight right now. They want to finish the items. They want any item on Seb. He's going for Pipe. And the Earthshaker needs 1,000 gold to finish off his Blink Dagger. Right now they're in a really spot where they just want to farm. With the Empower on Jug, get a couple of items.
Yeah, just going from neutrals to neutrals. Once to get that, at least Manta style as a defensive tool. For EG, you know, you can match this farm. If anything, you can kind of outpace it with the Sven Midas, although the Echo Saber being removed also does make that harder. And Thompson, again, finds a kill on Crit here in the mid lane. This early Veil with the damage jam.
Top tower is under
a lot of problems. Bold move into this enemy jungle, just trying to scout out some of these stacks to see what's going on. Sven's turning this on with the stun though. They've got any follow-up lockdown, doesn't look like it. The Bane not quite here, at least not right now. Jerk's charging on forward, has the turn, they're trying to bait up this borrowed time. Echo Slam comes in, doesn't do a whole lot of damage, barely clips Arteezy, and S4 borrowed times it off here as Arteezy does pop the God Streak. Is he going to look to go in and fight the Skewer? Is there, followed by 9P RP, but the fear, it stops the Omni Slash. That saves their lives here. They could still look to turn this one around. Anna goes in with the healing ward, but without the Omni Slash on the RP, Crit saves the day. The healing ward gets sniped as well by Sumail. He does manage to dodge the stun from the Stormbolt here as Anna goes charging forward here. The Blade Fury damage should be enough with the Omni Slash follow-up. He doesn't even need the Omni Slash. He finds it now. He gets the double kill. Anna playing this fight so incredibly well in the backlines. It's been nightmared up though. Sumail like chasing kill. It's like Anna's going to be back to safety as Sumail. Yeah, he's going to slide a fist down the Pugna. Sumail on a mega kill streak.
Sumail can do whatever he wants in this fight because he has a Baron behind him to back him up with the Aphotic shield and nice grip from the Bane, but from the high ground. But this is not the target that you want to go for.
It was OG coming out on top of that fight in terms of gold though, even though it was a 3 for 2.
Once Mag uses the RP, you do not want to focus him after that.
It was such a good fear coming out from Dota. If not for that, Anna had an Omni Slash, or even just right clicks on top of the RP. That would have been such a good team fight for OG. And so, Anna's very happy with the outcome. He got 2 big kills in that fight. Sven and Abaddon. He killed 2 cores. That's why OG got so much gold out of that, despite it being a 2 for 3 trade, numbers favoring EG as far as the total kills go.
Have the spyglass at hand.
Anna has a Diffusal Blade right now, so that's going to help him out to have the extra slow, extra kill potential on whoever. Crit has Yule Scepter. This Dark Willow will be really hard to kill, especially with a Baron on the team.
They have got several nukes that can go through the Shadow Realm. I mean, they have a lot of nukes. I mean, every hero has spells that go through it, in fact. Blade Fury, Stroke of Fate, Fissures, Shockwaves, Nether Blast. But it's still a Willow. It's still a very pesky, annoying. Vlad's picked up by S4, so he's going to be just seeing all those teamfight items coming out from the offlaners. S4's Abaddon and even the Magnus. The Hood completed, looking for that fast pipe. Now Seb to be in some trouble here. Yeah. Fuels into Bramble. Pop the God Strength. Instantly the tips come into play.
Yeah, I don't think they needed the God Strength, but still. They're just gonna pressure the bottom tower a little bit. These 2 supports from EG, they're not good at killing creeps, but they're really good at killing every single time the ulti is up, either Fiend's Grip or when you have a Bedlam. Now he has a pretty easy setup with Curse Crown into Yule Scepter.
EG want this tier 1 mid tower, but they lost their creep wave. Instead, we may just see them. Yeah, he knows there's a ward there. The tower hit should not have reached him, so the ward gets